Hello everyone, I'm Nicholas Hurd. I'm the host of Keeping It Real with Nick. And Keeping It Real with Nick is about celebrating differences and celebrating culture and bringing culture into our lives to be part of and accept culture and difference. And so, with that said, I'm also in a play called Wildfire, so get your tickets. Now, it's probably going fast, so we're going to come back. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we're going to have our first guest, Emma Harvey, after our first commercial break. Thank you.
Life has a way of throwing you curveballs. Sometimes you're lucky enough to see it coming. Other times it just hauls off and hits you in the face without warning. When my second child was born and turned out to be special needs, that was a curveball that neither my first wife nor I saw coming. However, it's not the fact that life saw fit to hit us with this challenge that matters. It's the daily struggle to adapt and overcome that makes us who we are. Being both a blended family and one with a special needs child definitely makes some days a real challenge to navigate successfully. It takes a full measure of teamwork from everyone involved to make the family work. Most days, we don't have it all together, but together, we have it all.
How do you connect with over 60,000 community and social services across Ontario? It's simple. Call 211. Meet John and his family. They're new to the community, but they need help. Are they making the right call? For life-threatening emergencies, of course, John would call 911. From anywhere in Ontario, call 211 when you don't know where to turn. For things like home care support, mental health, employment services, community programs, housing and income supports, and so much more. 211. Finding help is easy when you make the right call.
Hello, we're back on Keeping It Real with Nick, and here we have Emma Harvey. Emma Harvey is a musician who is going for her master's in university at Western.
U of T.
Oh, U of T.
Yep.
At U of T, and I bet she is going to be a great teacher someday.
Thank you, Nick.
So, Emma, at what age you have been singing? So when do you think that's kind of a bit young to sing at?
Oh, when I started at 2. Yeah.
Yes. And what was your favorite music then?
Oh, my favorite music was probably the nursery rhymes that my mom would sing us, Itsy Bitsy Spider and all that. But we also did listen to a lot of Beatles and Leonard Cohen. So, and actually at 2, one of my favorite songs was a country song, a Hank Snow song that I sang over and over again. So, yeah, that was what I loved singing.
Yeah, just like me with the movie, and it introduced my parents crazy.
Yeah.
It was La Bamba.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, that's one of my favorite movies. And yeah, I guess that was. Did you drive your parents crazy too?
Probably more my brothers.
Oh, just your
Yeah,
brothers.
sometimes there'd be a rule in the car I couldn't sing for a little while because I'd drive them crazy.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And also, is it true that you play rugby. Isn't that a bit of a rough sport to play?
Yes, I used to play rugby many years ago. It is a bit of a rough sport. As we talked about before, my mom was not too happy when I was playing. Sometimes after a game, it felt like you got hit by a car a little bit and have lots of bruises on you. And I ended up hurting my knee really bad 2 times. And that's when I stopped playing after that, because I didn't want to have any more injuries anymore. So I stopped then.
So you stopped doing that now?
Yeah.
Well,
no
that's
more.
good.
Yes.
Because we don't want an injured teacher or musician.
No, then I probably couldn't play the drums anymore if I couldn't use my knee.
That's good.
Yeah.
And also, I heard you went to Nashville.
I did.
Can you give me some insights of how, what it was like there for you, and what did you learn, and what culture did you learn?
So I moved to Nashville about 3 years ago, and I lived there for almost 3 years with the 2 boys in my band, Braden and Scott. And Nashville compared to Toronto music scene is, Toronto is a great music scene, and there's a lot of amazing musicians and good places to play, but Nashville just has this vibe to it, It really is a community of music. They call it Music City for a reason, and the players there are so great, and Toronto as well, but yeah, the community is so focused on music, the city itself, whereas Toronto, it's a bigger city and it has so much more going on. And Nashville does have a lot going on, but it really felt like more of a small town, and the music community there just felt like a lot more tight-knit and closer. And the culture down there is a little different, the southern culture.
It's different.
Everyone's saying y'all, and I started putting mustard on my fries. Yeah. But it was good, yeah.
So between the music there and here, what's the difference between there in Toronto? What's the difference?
Definitely more of a focus on country music down there than Toronto. I think Toronto has a lot of different types of music. Nashville does as well, but going down downtown Nashville, the main strip, what you're going to hear is all country music. So it definitely has more of a country music focus than Toronto, I would say.
Did you have a favorite country music down there?
Favorite country music artist?
Artists down there.
I like the old country music, so Patsy Cline and Hank Williams, but Miranda Lambert is one of my favorite country, more of like a new country singer.
Speaking of music, I heard that you were in a Pink Floyd cover band. Can you give me some insights on that?
That was just, so I took music at Western for my undergrad, and a bunch of people in my program decided to do this Pink Floyd cover band and asked if I wanted to join. And so I was a backup singer.
Backup singer?
Yeah, and I did like Pink Floyd at the time, but didn't know like a whole lot of their music, so it was really fun getting to sing all the different songs, and we had all the crazy light effects on the stage with like dry ice coming up, and so it was pretty fun. Yeah.
Was it wild and crazy?
It was wild and crazy.
That's good.
Yep.
I guess you had a great time.
I did have a great time. Yeah, we did it for 2 years.
And then you were in a band, the Cameron
Brothers band.
So
yeah.
give me some insights on that.
So I met Braden and Scott when I was early 20s, and before that I had never really been in I was in the cover band, but it was just different. So I met them and they asked me to join the Cameron Brothers band, and so I did, and we played all over Toronto. And at the time we had a 7-piece band. Great band, great guys in the band, and I played tambourine and sang. So that was so great, and that's when I really first started writing my own music. Braden and Scott really inspired me to start writing. I had never really written before, and both of them wrote fantastic songs. So then, that led to us collaborating and writing together, which was so awesome. And then when we moved to Nashville, we changed our band name to Harvey Cameron. Gotta get the Harvey in there.
You gotta get the Harvey in there.
Yeah. And then we just became a trio. So then I played drums, Scott played bass, and Braden played guitar. And we all sing.
So, speaking of music, are you going to teach music when you become a teacher?
I could teach music. That's one of my teachables. But I'd love to just have a classroom. I can teach kindergarten to grade 6, so I'd love to just have a regular class. But I would love to teach music as well. That could be an option. But so yeah, I'm good with teaching either.
And I heard you are writing some books.
Yes.
What are the titles? And the titles and the stuff that you've written. Can you tell me more about the books?
Yeah, so
and where anybody can find them or buy them.
Okay, so in Nashville I started just watercoloring for fun when I had free time, and from that grew an interest in kids books, so I started watercoloring and painting kids books. So my first one I did is called If I Were a Sailor, and it actually incorporates a song. So it's musical. So every other page you sing with the child, and then so it goes, if I was a sailor, where in the world would I be? And he sails to all these different countries. So, and then the second book I did it's called Clarence the Clarinet Playing Caterpillar. And it's just this cute little caterpillar, and he worries about becoming a butterfly because then maybe he can't play the clarinet anymore. Maybe he has to play something that starts with a B. So yeah, that's what that book's about. And then right now I'm working on a book called Do Playgrounds Get Lonely? So it's Do Playgrounds Get Lonely if there aren't any kids around to play? Yeah, so I haven't finished that yet, but hopefully soon. And as of now, I don't have them for sale anywhere.
Oh, I see.
But I actually sold some to your sister at Christmas, so it's more just people I know. If they've asked me for them, and I'll sell them. But yeah, I just, if anyone asks me, I'm happy to give them out.
But can anybody can find them like online?
I haven't.
Or in stores?
No, not yet.
Oh, not yet.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, they'd have to.
But when you do, are you gonna let them know, like everybody out there know?
Yeah, then
where to
I'll
find them, like when you do.
Yes, I will post something for everyone to find them somewhere.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So you're busy with that, and you're busy with school. You're becoming a teacher.
Well, I have my teaching degree.
You have a teaching degree.
So right now I'm doing my Master's of Education. So it's in Developmental Psychology and Education. Yeah, so I will be done in the summer.
But anybody can find you, like on the internet, like Facebook or Instagram and all that?
Yep, I'm on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, all of the above.
That's
easy
good.
to find me. Yeah.
Well, that's exciting for you.
Yeah.
I hope you do best.
Thank you.
And we hope to see all good things from you. And I hope you are doing a great job. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
I would like to say thank you for coming on the show today.
Thank you.
And on the show today, on Keeping It Real with Nick, and on behalf of the Busy Channel, we'd like to say thank you for being part of it.
Of course.
And we wish you all the best.
Thank you.
Thanks, Emma, for coming on.
Thank you.